I hope you're entertained. I hope you're moved. And I hope you just loved it like I did.
I want you to feel like this can still be your home.
I love the season so much.
Thanks.
And one of the things that I think that fans are going to freak out about is Dad Hopper.
I know. He's full dad mode. It's like, I never thought I'd be Bob Saget in Full House.
Watching you go red in the face so many times, how were you approaching this new layer of Dad Hopper?
I think Mike at one point calls it a fat tomato, which is really lovely thing for a handsome young man like him to say.
How many children are you friends with?
So in the first season, he really had like a different thing. Like he had a ruggedness and kind of a toughness to him. You know, going into season 2, he's sort of opening himself up and he's becoming a little softer in a certain way. So season 3, like, you know, he can't pop the two-and-alls anymore and he can't really smoke as many cigarettes or drink as much as he used to. So he's got to do something with all that weird anger and rage. So he's decided it's chips and salsa, like in front of the TV, like copious amounts. And the occasional like Snickers bar, not the occasional, the very many Snickers bar, I imagine. You know, he's getting bigger and he's also getting a little softer in his demeanor, but he's still got that beating, heroic heart of Jim Hopper that we've known and loved. But it's great to see him change and to see how he's growing. I really like the fact that the Duffers are letting him go through this.
I can fight.
Better than any of us. But I need you safe.
When you read the finale script for season 3, what was your initial reaction?
I thought it was stunning. I mean, I don't know how these guys can outdo themselves because I remember thinking season 1 was so extraordinary, season 2 was so extraordinary, and then I was like, you'll never be able to have the payoffs that you had, especially the season 1 payoff, but then even that season 2 payoff with Closing the Gate, you'll never be able to do it. And they did it like tenfold. I mean, I've never been so impressed with a script. There's not a lagging moment. I think it's an hour and 10 minutes, the last episode. It's a long episode, and there's not a moment where I wasn't glued and like yelling at the characters on the screen. Even when I watch it all put together, even though I know what's gonna happen, I sit there and I cry and I laugh and I go like, "No, don't do that! What are you doing?" Like, so it's like to get that response out of me. Like these guys are just brilliant, brilliant writers, brilliant directors, and it is such an honor to work on this show, really.
Well, lastly, what's your message to the fans after they've watched it? What do you want to say to them as they're reaching for their tissues?
It's all gonna be okay. No, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I hope you're entertained. I hope you're moved. And I hope you just loved it like I did. And it is, you know, it's been a true honor.
It is true what they say, you know. Every day it does get a little easier.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Do you live or do you die? Tell me.
I have an article from a magazine. Says it's a pretty serious situation that he gets himself into in the end, Harbor says. I think we'll sort of leave it at that and see if there is a life beyond. But I'm not sure yet. In the post-credit scene, viewers learn that it could be an American. Could that be Hopper? You definitely should not assume anything, says Matt Duffer, creator of the show. The line that Russian Guard says is purposely intended to spark debate. We need people to ask the very questions that you're asking. Holy crap. You definitely should not assume anything, said Matt Duffer, the creator. I hope this Black Widow thing works out for me.
What you should have done, you should have read that in a Russian accent.